video is best viewed with a parent, guardian, or other adult who will help the student create, organize, and use the study space.
Why does a student need an effective study space at home? It's simple. Not all work can be completed at school, so it's important that every student establish and organize a space at home where he or she not only feels comfortable, but where he or she can work without distractions. In this video, you'll learn the following. 1. How to select an appropriate study space in your home. 2. How to organize the study space. And 3. And finally, how to use the study space to study and complete homework. Let's get started! Let's begin by looking at what specific criteria a space needs to meet to be considered appropriate. The space should be 1. Distraction-free. 2. Large enough to accommodate all your study materials. 3. Provide accessibility to study enhancers such as music. 4. And have adequate lighting.
Take a look at the following 3 spaces. Which one meets all 4 criteria for an appropriate study space? Why? Pause the video and discuss with your partner.
The bedroom is not an appropriate study space. It is cluttered and full of distractions. It may be possible to use the bedroom as a last resort, but sometimes people find it difficult to sleep in spaces where they experience stress, so this may not be the best place to study. On the couch in front of the TV is not an appropriate place to study because there are too many distractions and there's not enough room for all the materials you may need to complete your work. At the dining room table may be an appropriate study space because there are typically few distractions, especially after a meal. The table is large enough to accommodate all your materials. You have access to study enhancers such as parents and siblings who can offer help, and there's typically adequate lighting through an overhead light.
Having discussed what makes a good study space, take out your How to Create an Effective Study Space at Home handout, pause the video, and brainstorm with your parent, guardian, or helper where you might use in your home for a possible study space. Try to come up with at least 3 possibilities. List the pros and cons of each space according to the criteria for an appropriate study space after you've listed them. Finally, choose one space you'll try for at least 1 month. After you've chosen your study space, according to the criteria discussed in this previous section, you'll want to get this space organized before you study. It is important that you find a specific spot for your materials and place them in this same location every day so that it's not difficult to find your materials. When you are getting ready to study, make sure that the area is clean and free of any excess materials. To help condition yourself to study in this particular space, try using a lamp. Once you've turned on the lamp, it's a signal to both yourself and the people around you that you are going to study and need a distraction-free space. Unpack your bag and grab any necessary study aids so that everything you need is in easy reach. Look at the objects on the table. These might be items you want available to you during your study sessions.
It's important that your study space be continuously ready so that you don't have to waste time and motivational energy cleaning the space or searching for necessary materials.
Take out your How to Create an Effective Study Space at Home handout and pause the video. Looking at Section 1, you chose an appropriate study space. Fill out Section 2, Organizing a Study Space. Discuss how you'll ensure the space is always clean, what materials you will always need ready access to, such as your laptop and charger, and where you might place your study materials, such as your book bag, when you get home, so that all necessary materials are within easy reach.
After you decided on an appropriate study space and gotten it organized, the true test will I actually using the space. I would recommend trying one space for at least 1 month and tracking how effective it is using your How to Create an Effective Study Space at Home handout.
You'll want to consider a few items when you use your study space. The first is deciding what time of day you want to study. Think about when you're most alert and focused, early morning, late afternoon, or at night. Try to stay away from times when you are sleepy or easily distracted, even if you're trying to avoid working while certain members of your family may be awake and distracting. This is why the next item is so important, getting your family on board. Make sure to tell your family why the study space is so important and what you need to be successful. I would also recommend that you or your family agree on what success looks like, completing so many assignments, spending a specific amount of time in your study space, etc. At the end of your study session, talk to a family member about what you've accomplished. This will help you both see the payoff in creating, organizing, and using this space. To help maintain your focus while using your study space, you might consider using the Pomodoro technique. A Pomodoro is a cycle of focused effort and breaks. Set a timer for 20 minutes. Work hard during this time. And then set your time for 5 minutes and take a short break. Repeat this 3 or 4 times and then take a longer 15-minute break. There are Pomodoro apps for your phone. If you'd like to know more about the Pomodoro technique, search it online.
Be consistent. The more often you follow the protocol you've established, the easier it will be to get into the habit of studying, and the more effective your study space will be. Remember to choose an appropriate study space that is distraction-free, big enough for your materials, accessible to study aids, and has adequate light. After choosing your study space, organize it so it is clean, has necessary materials within easy reach, and includes all study aids. Finally, after having chosen the study space and organizing it, use it! Remember to choose a time of day when you are alert and focused. Get your family on board, use the Pomodoro technique to stay focused, and be consistent.